Yes, Your Honor.
There's Mr. Gribble back today. And who are your clients, Mr. Sorokin?
Jatori Griffin and Estacia Gibbs.
Let me in.
Alan,
Yes, sir.
Victor Bowman, I'm going to challenge
Hello?
your history from a blast name for the past.
Right.
George Lyles. Do you still represent the Turkey King?
George Lyles?
Yes.
No.
No,
He was just in here the other day.
that's true. That's true. Yeah. All
So
right.
Victor, you used to do medical malpractice work,
That is
didn't you?
correct.
That's
That
what
is correct. That is correct. I've been a prosecutor for 4 weeks.
So you've changed from the hard work to a less stressful practice.
This is pretty stressful.
He stresses me more. He stresses.
Right.
That is true. Yeah, it's about liberty, not jury awards right now.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, your breakout room is going to be 5, Mr. Soroki. Mr. Wilkerson, yours is 3, and Mr. Gribble, yours is 2. And, let's get the Zoom username, young lady. Zoom user. Yes.
Latoya Geyer.
Latoya Geyer, good morning to you.
Good morning to you as well.
And let's get the name of the individual that's called on the phone. Uh, 313-878-2835. Good morning to you. What's your name?
Roderick Goodson. Good morning.
Well, good morning to Roderick Goodson.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. All right, Miss Officer Thomas, we'll leave it up to you right now.
State of Michigan, 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge John B. Perkins presiding. While court is in session, there will be no smoking, eating, drinking, sleeping, and/or laying down. I will ask that if you have on any hats or hoodies, that you please remove them unless due to religious purposes. Thank you, everyone. Good morning to Judge. Good morning to everyone.
Right. Good morning, everyone. What we'll try to do, we'll try to get you out of here as fast and efficiently as possible. We'll try to get you out in the order that you came in, okay? So I have everybody's order. All right, are we ready, Ms. Williams? This is the city of Detroit versus Teresa Lynette Lidle, case number SP 158-05072. Appearance for the record, please.
My name is Teresa Lynette Little.
Waiting on a lawyer. Nobody seems to want to represent you, Ms. Little.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Counselors, what they just went to the breakout room. It's like, okay. Appearance for the record for Miss Teresa Lynette Little, please. Appearance for the record for Miss Teresa Lynette Little, please.
you speaking?
Till Manager Wilkerson, P811003 on behalf of Ms. Little. Ms. Little, please state your name for the record.
My name is Teresa Lynette Little.
Today is the date and time, and it's set for a pre-trial. I will say Ms. Little paid the seatbelt ticket that was on the docket today, so that's now closed out. However, she has a driver while license revoked. In the file, the city gives the offers, Ms. Little, and the city has offered to resolve this with an allowance. That will definitely help you on your quest to, hopefully, you're on your quest to get a valid driver's license. That's going to be a 0-point offense. It will not abstract to the Secretary of State. Therefore, it won't carry any points, but it'll be a $240 fine, and I'll dismiss upon payment. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. Wilkerson to speak to her. You have an absolute right to a trial. You let us know what you want to do when you come out, okay? Join the room. Mr. Bowman, one officer just called, wants to dismiss on grades for no recollection. All right, let's go with the city of Detroit. Versus Bianca Monique Logan, case number 207-11965, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Over, that's Barry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Logan.
Ms. Logan, are you there? I think we lost her. Here she is back.
Somebody can.
Logan, can you state your name for the record, please? We're also going to call SP13-05987, counts 1, 2, and 3 into the record. Ms. Bianca Monique Logan.
Bianca Logan for the record.
Okay. Good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. The offer, as it's written in the file, is failure to display, $240 fine. It will abstract to the Secretary of State, however, won't carry any points, and an improper plate for the amended count of both of those are amended. The first one is amended for driver license expired. One's amended. Improper plates amended from the no insurance. That's not an abstractable offense, therefore it won't carry the points, and I'll dismiss upon payment of that $240 fine. And then one count of the defective equipment. So you got 240, 240, and 120, and dismissing the rest. I'll even cut you a little bit more of a break and don't find you on defective equipment. So just be 240, 240. One will abstract. Do you have a valid license, ma'am?
I'm actually working on them now.
Well, we've probably been down this road before. We have. So we're either gonna. What did you do from this time to last time?
I've been here with you, Lincoln Park, Taylor, Southgate, because I've been taking care of things there. I took care of all my suspensions, went to the Secretary of State. They told me to take care of something that I had in Ohio. Ohio want me to obtain SR22. And that SR 22, Judge, Your Honor, yeah, I'm stuck at start. I can't lie. I'm stuck at start. I'm a Michigan resident. Nobody want to give me an SR 22 for the state of Ohio.
There's an SR 22.
I can't hear you.
There's an SR 22.
A SR 22 is I'm a non-operator live. I would have to Google and look at it. I mean, they required it there, and like I say, when I took my driving test and took everything I needed to the Secretary of State, the Secretary of State forwarded me over there, and I've been stuck for, I want to say like, I think I came back here in mid-July. Yeah, I've been stuck since then.
Well, you either take this deal here, it will be an abstraction, so I don't know how that'll affect you moving forward. But take this deal here or set a trial date. That'll give you until 11/26 to figure it out.
You said abstraction, what does that mean?
That means it's like a moving violation. So if you have 2 or more moving violations and you don't have a license, then you won't be eligible for a license for some time. I don't know what your driving record looks like, so I can't tell you how this is gonna affect you. I do see this as a 2020 case. So I don't know what, that's gonna be a quick question to ask. Check my notes right now.
I mean, I think I could take it to trial, give it some more time, try to get my license straight.
All right, we'll set a trial date on November the 26th, 2024 at 9 a.m. Okay.
Thank you.
Platform. Have a good day, ma'am. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, sorry to cut in, but can you give me that offer for Lidle again?
Lidle is an allowing $240 fine, dismiss upon payment, no abstraction.
Thank you.
All right. City of Detroit versus Arkeith Lee Garrett, case number SP 117642221, SP 139999841, SP 1466701, SP 1517501, counts 1 and counts 2, Mr. Garrett. Good morning, Chief. Can you state your name for the record, please? Arkeith Garrett. Can you leave? That's a review.
He called. He had something. That's what
Keith
he's asking
Garrett.
for the jury.
Keith Garrett did?
Yes.
All right. City of Detroit versus Dorian Kerry Young, case number SP 118716661. See, those other tickets aren't even me, but SP 1539548 counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Young.
Dorian Kerry Young.
All right, today, we'll call a date and time set for a show cause. This was set, it's not on the docket today, Mr. Berry, because Mr. Young is early, month early.
For purposes of arraignment, Your Honor, my client would stand mute.
We'll enter a not guilty plea on his behalf, give him a $0 bond. Now, here's the deal. Mr. Young has got 2 civil infractions, Mr. Bowman, that were in default. He indicates to the court that one improper lane use and one failure to use turn signal. He indicates to the court that he never received notice. And I explained to Mr. Young that on a civil infraction, you will not receive notice. It is your requirement. His requirement was to make a court date within 14 days, which I believe he understands he did not do. Nevertheless, he's a commercial CDL holder. He does have a valid license, so I will dismiss the case we have here today, SP 11871-661. I'll dismiss that for providing valid documentation.
Thank you, Young.
What is your feeling on at Mr. Young's request to have the default set aside?
Your Honor, Victor Bowman for the people, P33764. I have no objection.
He has pretty much a very clean driver's record. He has only one other instance in Howell, Michigan, back in 2012, where a driving while license suspended, revoked, denied, and no other moving violations except for these here. So we'll set aside the defaults. Now, what would the offer be for Mr. Young? Same occurrence, improper lane use, and failure to use signal.
We'll give him, recommendation would be either blocking or impeding traffic.
All right. To resolve it, $175, Mr. Young, they'll give you a blocking traffic and we'll dismiss the other one, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's a 0-point offense, will not abstract to the Secretary of State, therefore it won't carry any points. It's like I call it akin to an expensive car.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You want to take the deal?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll take it.
Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea on your client's behalf, Mr. Berry.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated.
All right, when can you find you responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic? When can you pay the $175, sir?
Your Honor, I'm sure that's due immediately. If you could give me a month, I'll cover that.
Oh, whoa, he went from immediate to a month. That's
I'm trying to
well, I thought he was gonna say, I thought he was gonna say, Your Honor, I know it's due immediately, but can you give me to the end of the week so I can get down there? He went all the way to a month.
No,
And he's got a commercial
it just
driver's
comes out
license.
that way, Your Honor. I'm sorry, say it again, sir.
And you have a commercial driver's license.
Yeah, I'm working. I'm 2 weeks out, so I just wanted to make sure I had it. I don't want any because you got.
You just started back working?
Yes, sir. I'm driving now. Well, not currently driving, but I'm working.
I usually don't do this on a civil infraction, but you're just getting back to work. I'll do it this time. $175. Pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. I'm giving you until October 17th, 2024. All right.
Thank you.
There's nothing further.
Yes,
Very best of luck to you. All right. This
Thank
is
you,
the
Your
city
Honor.
of Detroit.
I appreciate it. I appreciate your leniency.
You're welcome. This is the city of Detroit versus Latoya and Greer. Geyer, right?
Geyer, yeah.
Geyer. Case number SP 142165121.
You're right.
SP 1552311. Mr. Berry, your appearance on the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Geyer.
Latoya and Geyer.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pretrial. The offer, I'm gonna put you out, Mr. Young.
I'm here.
Offer as it stands right now, Ms. Geyer, is pleading to the open alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger, $240 fine. It will abstract to the Secretary of State and it will carry 2 points on your license and is an alcohol-related offense on your license and the other count dismissed. You have an absolute right to a trial, Ms. Geyer. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. Have a conversation with him. Let us know what you want to do when you come out, all right?
Okay.
Join the room, please. Is there a lawyer in here that was, did I see a note?
John, I didn't send you a note. I sent a note to the prosecutor for
No,
offers.
I'm not talking to you, Mr. Soroka. It's her, Melina Williams sent me a note for Mr. Dubin. All right, let's go ahead and, good morning, Ms. Williams. Let's go ahead and go as Louis Riviera. Is that Mr. Bapu for Louis Riviera?
Sir, I had Guzman as my name, but I help with any cases you have. So
Guzman, I don't see Guzman. LaBoy Riviera, good morning. Are you there? Luis LaBoy Riviera. He was here. I don't see him anymore. Good morning to you, Mr. Bob.
good morning.
All right, let's move on down to Mari. Mary. They're gone too. Gribble, you came back.
The boy with the attorney called.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I got disconnected yesterday when you sent me to the.
Yeah. You say he left. You say he left.
No, Gribble. Yeah, I don't see the boy.
Okay, he left. That's probably why he left.
Why did he leave?
Because the attorney called.
Oh.
Just
Oh, the attorneys. Oh, it's just.
attorney is in a very trial.
Very good. All right. Mr. Gribble came back.
Yes, Your Honor.
He had a good deal. Oh, yeah, he had a good deal. What about that Gribble file yesterday? The city wanted to pull that deal.
Let's see.
This is Mr. Gribble. I told you, Mr. Bowman, and I felt that he didn't just, I felt that he had some issues with a device or something because he sat here all morning. All right, let's go call the city of, we gotta wait till we get a lawyer back. All right, let's go, Mr. Wilkerson, are you ready on this Lidle?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Miss Lidle, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Ms. Little would like to get herself to the plea offer, Your Honor.
I'm sure she would. Is that what you want to do, Ms. Little?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
I do.
Miss Wilkerson went over your other advice of rights in the breakout room, did she not?
That is correct.
You understood those rights?
I do, Your Honor.
Any questions about those rights?
I have none.
You know, by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, let me draw your attention back to May the 15th, 2024, at around 5:02 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Jefferson and Joseph Campo, just leaving, they say, huh? Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
No, I was actually going to GFS, Your Honor, and I didn't have my feet.
Gordon Foods?
Correct.
And then you were gonna stop by Day Say, huh?
No, I had to work that day. I was in full uniform.
All right. And were you operating a motor vehicle, ma'am?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Did the officer ask you to for a valid driver's license?
I could not present one.
You couldn't do that, could you?
I could not.
Why is that?
I didn't have one. It's not valid.
Very well, that doesn't. All right, I'm gonna find Ms. Little guilty of the amended count of allowing. It'll be a $240 fine and will not abstract to the Secretary of State, therefore won't carry the points and will dismiss upon payment. What school did you go to, Ms. Little?
What school did I go to? I went to Murray Wright High School.
Murray Wright. They taught you well in Murray Wright, didn't they? All right. No, I'm listening to how you're answering the questions and all that kind of stuff. All right. So when can you pay it?
Your Honor, can I have at least 60 days?
Why?
Because I've been working, but we have low census at our job now. I work for a detox center, and the census has been kind of low. So they've been giving me like 2 days instead of my regular 3. So I would like to know if that'll be okay if I can just, take 60 days instead of immediately.
I started something with Mr. Young, didn't I?
No, I didn't say immediately, didn't say 30 days. He said immediately, I mean 30 days. I knew what I wanted.
Come back on November the 18th, 2024 at 8:25. You pay it in any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone, or you come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person, okay?
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor.
If there's nothing further, have a very good day and best of luck to you, man.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you. Bye-bye.
City of Detroit versus Jesse Demetrius Gribble. Case numbers SP 1204980, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 135-72573. SP 136-11212. SP 157-20011. Appearance for the record, please.
Field Manager Wilkerson on behalf of defendant, Your Honor.
All right. Today is the date and time. We'll call it the date and time. We've already arraigned him and everything. We'll call it a pre-trial. He was here yesterday all morning. I figured his device, something happened to his device because I couldn't see where someone would be in here all morning. And then at the time we're going to call his case and put him in the breakout room, he's gone. Right, Mr. Gribble?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So the offer yesterday was allowing and a failure to display and dismissing the other counts. Keep in mind, your client does owe some old civil infractions that he never paid, but to get rid of the misdemeanors, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 misdemeanors, and it was allowing $240 fine will dismiss upon payment, and the failure to display $240 fine, that's gonna abstract to the Secretary of State. And it won't carry any points, but it will have that abstraction. Mr. Gribble, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with Ms. Wilkerson, have a conversation with her, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Join the room, please.
And pop up. Okay.
Anybody representing Michael Griffin? All right, Mr. Mammon?
Yes, I'm here on Langwald.
Langwald has not showed, I don't believe.
I believe it's just a civil infraction.
The officer showed. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Bowman.
Thank you.
Can you go in there and speak to counsel, please, about Langwald civil infraction? The officer is here.
Yes, Your Honor.
Williams is the officer, and he's in the breakout room 1 if you need to speak with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the other officers, good morning to you all, put you in breakout room 1. You don't have to join unless the city, you can email the city, but that'll be your breakout room waiting on Victoria, go ahead.
I was just trying to get Mr. Gribble's attention to go to the breakout room.
Did Mr. Gribble not go to the breakout room?
No.
Because I didn't put him in the right one. Mr. Gribble, go to breakout room 3, please. Where'd he go? Mr. Gribble? Now I'm thinking he's playing with me. All right, he's gone now again. Are we ready, Mr. Berry?
Ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Geyer. Ms. Geyer, giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a trial and the appointment of counsel.
Is that what you want to do, Ms. Geyer?
Yes, sir.
We're going to set a pre-trial with the understanding that you want a trial. I'm setting this pre-trial up so that you can, so that we can make sure that an attorney has been appointed to you.
Okay.
That pre-trial is going to be on November the 1st, 2024 at 8:30. I need a good phone number from you, please.
313-463-8455.
All right, I need you to answer the calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. We'll know that you have that by the first. If that attorney does not show, then we'll get you one appointed on the spot on the first, okay?
Okay.
Have a good day, ma'am. Best of luck to you.
You too as well.
Thank you. Michael Griffin.
Yes.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Michael Christian Griffin.
Christopher.
Christopher.
Yes.
City of Detroit versus Michael Christopher Griffin, case number ST 1059735, counts 1, 2, and 3. ST 115228001. ST 115228003. ST 1283915, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1436059-1, SP 1552307-3, SP 1578951, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1594260-1, State of Michigan versus Michael Christopher Griffin, SX 44007741. Appearance for the record, please.
Michael Christopher Griffin.
Commander Wilkerson on behalf of Mr. Griffin, Your Honor.
All right, today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant.
Your Honor, for purpose of arraignment, we'd like to stay on mute, wait for a reader, allow the court to enter a plea of not guilty.
All right. Let me ask your client this. Mr. Griffin, do you have an alcohol problem?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. It just people
Don't say anything, don't say anything, or I was asking you that because we have resources for people that have alcohol problems. But if the allegations are true, you need to have someplace else to drink your alcohol. All right, today is the date and time set for a arraignment on the bench warrant. I'll give him a $0 bond, enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. The offer, as it stands right now, allowing $240 fine, an amended count of no ops, improper plate, $240 fine, amended from unregistered untitled, allowing $240 fine, well, we'll say improper plates amended from no insurance amended to allowing amended from the no ops, as charged. Whoa, they're throwing the book at you here. So I see pleading to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 misdemeanors.
Wait, Your Honor, I think I missed something. I only have the 3 misdemeanors.
Oh, it's
I'm sorry, the 6 misdemeanors. Is he pleading as charged to another?
Some of them aren't even on the docket.
Oh, okay, so that probably why.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4 open alcohol in a motor vehicle, driver 3 of them, passenger 1.
So is it a plea as charged to all of those?
Well, you're gonna have to get an updated offer from the city because I'm gonna check out the ones that aren't on the docket. That aren't on the docket and let you know so you can get an accurate understanding of what the offer is.
Okay.
I need to know y'all laws, because if somebody in my car leave an open bottle, how do I get charged? Or they got.
But see, now he's talking, you need to ask talk to an attorney about that, sir. But it's in your car. You're the one responsible. Everybody in there can get charged with. Okay, so the ones that aren't on the docket, you need to get an updated offer. I'll be two is the urinating in public and another open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver. That's the state case SX 440077741 for the open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver, and for the urinating and defecating in public SP 159-42601. Those two aren't on the docket. Keep in mind, Mr. Griffin, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm gonna get Ms. Wilkerson to get you an updated offer, and she'll have a chance to speak with the city, and then she's gonna come in and talk to you. Join breakout room 3, please.
Oh, nobody came to my breakout room.
You don't have one yet.
Oh. Sorry.
All right, Mr.
I was waiting for a while. I'm gonna go meet with her now, Your Honor. That's my client there saying no one came to her breakout room. Please, I'm sorry to interrupt you. And as to Astasha Gibbs, we have a dismissal on her case and she's up for trial today. We're ready on her. She's in the courtroom.
Mr. Matt.
Yes, I'm ready on Langwald. We did reach a resolution.
All right. City of Detroit versus Michael Max Langwald, case numbers.
Stephen Mann on behalf of the defendant.
I haven't called the cases yet.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you cut out. I'm sorry.
SP 158-549. Strike that. SP 158-5489. Counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Stephen Mamet on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor. Your Honor, I spoke with Victor Bowman. He's agreed to dismiss the original charges. In exchange, my client would be pleading responsible to impeding traffic.
All right, so let me say this. He's got another 2 cases sitting here that haven't been set for anything. Expired plates and a limited access 1 to 5. SP 16073.
Is that up today?
Counts 1 and counts 2. No, it's not.
Okay, we'll just have to deal with that on another day, I guess.
Well, let's deal with it now. Let's deal with it now.
Okay.
I don't know if those
I don't know if Mr. Bowman knew that there was those 2 other counts.
Oh, those are already dealt with.
Okay.
That's the 19th. That's the 19th.
Okay. I'll remind my client then.
All right. So you're another blocking traffic.
Correct, Your Honor.
What about your client's presence? let's talk about that.
Well, he retained us to handle this, Your Honor. I apologize. He has to work.
Yeah, you retain, you've got authority to enter into the agreement on your client's behalf, correct?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna grant the motion to waive the client's presence. It's a civil infraction. All right, so stipulate to the face of the ticket as an act of factual basis for the responsible plea, counselor.
Stipulated, Your Honor.
You stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matter.
I do, Your Honor.
With those stipulations, I'm gonna find your client responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic, $175. Let's pull out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I'm gonna have him pay that at pay that by October the 3rd, 2024. Keep in mind, he's got another payment due on October the 19th for the other cases that were resolved.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, have a good day. Best of luck to you.
You too, bye.
Williams, this is for Langwald. He just pled on that on your ticket. So I'm just marking your name for the file that you appear. All right.
All right, thank you.
You say. Detroit versus Stasha Gibbs, case number U67675. U67675-823. Appearance for the record, please.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. Good morning, Your Honor. What's your full name for the record, ma'am?
Tasha Gibbs.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Who's the officer?
Your Honor, I'm not sure who the officer is, but we have a dismissal from the prosecutor.
Michael Gibbs, homicide. Okay. All right. Case is going to be dismissed per city attorney. 9/17/2024. I'll waive the warrant fee. You know you owe the court $290, Ms. Gibbs.
Yes.
All right, if there's nothing further, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
You too. Thank you.
I also have to notify Miss Victoria Griffin to hit her button, her screen, so she'll go back to the breakout room. Accept the prompt. Thank you.
I don't see her. Victoria. Go to breakout room 10, Miss Griffin.
Yes, sir.
You should be up there. You should be able to go back to that room that you were in.
It's not popping up for me.
It's on there. You go to the more button or something. Let's do this. Let's make it easier. See, okay. Go to 5. Go to 5. All right, let's move on to Michael Griffin's already taken care of. That's Goodson, Roderick. Roderick Goodson.
Yes.
Good morning to you. All right. Roderick Dwayne Goodson.
Yes, sir.
of Detroit versus Roderick Dwayne Goodson, case number SP 1170896, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 971266, counts 1 and counts 2. U 46020318, 18383671, 18486561. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Goodson.
Roderick Dwayne Goodson, Sr.
All right, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. The offer, as it's written in the file by the city, Mr. Goodson, is pleading to improper plates, 2 counts for 1 amended from an unregistered, untitled, and a no insurance. Those are 0-point offenses. They don't abstract to the Secretary of State. $240 fines apiece, and I will dismiss upon payment. For the driving while unlicensed, a failure to display, $240 fine. That will abstract to the Secretary of State, but it won't carry any points. For the open alcohol in the motor vehicle driver, that's going to be a 2-point offense, $240 fine, 2 points on your license, and an alcohol-related offense on your license. And for the no ops, they're amending that to allowing $240 fine. I'll dismiss upon payment, no abstraction. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guilty pleas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and only 2 dismissals. You have an absolute right to a trial. That's what the city wrote. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry, have a conversation with him, let us know what you want to do when you come out, all right?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, the offers I see as to no registration and no insurance are allowing.
Yeah, we'll make them improper plates.
Okay.
The same difference.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put him in the breakout room. He's in there now.
Yes, sir.
Is Val Park Charleston an officer?
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, let's go ahead with past the Goodson matter. Gribble is back again. Who was talking to Gribble?
I spoke with Mr. Gribble. I was assigned to
join the breakout room,
Yes.
speak to Mr. Goodson, and then we'll get Mr. Gribble back in there.
All right.
Ms. Wilkerson, you have a question?
Your Honor, I'm still waiting on Mr. Bowman. He's talking to the officers. I didn't want to just pull him out of there.
Very well. Are we ready on Griffin?
Yes, Your Honor.
City of Detroit versus Jatoria Griffin. Case numbers SP 1000785, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1590519, counts 1, and 19-51-83321. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, Alan Soroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Jatoria Griffin.
Your Honor, Ms. Griffin wishes to accept the offer of the prosecution. However, I'd like to bring something to court's attention. She indicates to me that she has a valid driver's license now, and 2 of her tickets are driver's license suspended tickets.
Did you talk to the city about that?
No, I didn't. And I was just wondering if the court can verify it, and then if it is true, I'll talk to the city.
A lot of paper printing out. Valid. License is valid.
License is valid. Okay, Ms. Griffin, go back to the breakout room, hit the button, go back to the breakout room, and I'll be back to talk to you right away. And
What
then I'll
button
talk-
is that?
It should just.
There's a more button down there. It should be a more button down there. And when you hit that button, that breakout room that you were in should pop back up.
Meeting settings.
Mr. Patel, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Who's your client?
It is Jonathan Lidle.
Jonathan Lidle is here. Let's see. Have you gotten back in that room yet, Ms.?
No, I'm sitting here trying to figure it out.
City of Detroit versus Jonathan Lidle. Case number SP1327221, counts 1 and counts 2. Are we calling all of these cases into the record?
Your Honor, we're just seeking an adjournment. This was a Street Outreach Court Detroit referral from Your Honor.
SX State of Michigan versus Jonathan Lidle, SX4147113, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, Jayesh Patel, P number 65385 for Mr. Lidle. Mr. Lidle, would you please state your name for the record?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. My name is Jonathan Lidle.
All right, good morning, Mr. Lidle. Today is the date and time, and good morning, Mr. Patel. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. How is progress going?
Your Honor, we did lose touch over from around May until just recently in August when he got a new telephone number. Since that time, however, it appears that Mr. Lidle has found employment on his own and applied for benefits as well as obtained his health care. So we are just asking for some more time to make sure that we can reconnect with Mr. Lidle and complete the action plan.
Okay, Mr. Lidle, it sounds like the light is shining a little brighter for you.
Yes, I'm trying, Your Honor.
All right, that's good. I'm glad. I'm congratulating you on that. I'm glad you reconnected with Mr. Patel and committed to following through. That's important in a lot of respects, especially to get the cases taken care of as well. But just follow through is always good. Mr. Patel, what are we talking about as far as timing?
Late December or early January.
Pre-trial for, I have 90 days. I told December 17th. Why don't we go with that?
Let's do that. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. As December 17th, Mr. Lidle, keep in contact, please, all right? That's the most important thing, you know, letting people know what's going on. And, you know, just keep in contact, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, if there's nothing further, it seems like since we were last here, 3 other civil infractions came up. SP 1518727 counts 1, 2, and 3. They came up as well. That seems like something that probably should have been noticed when Mr. Lidle was here. Well, I don't know, because you get the 5-month date. That SP 151 is probably last year. But nevertheless, those are 3 other civil infractions. They were set for pre-hearings on the 6th. Yeah, those were tickets that I had this year, so I don't know why those did not come up when we first arraigned Mr. Lidle on the other stuff, but we'll include those in on the docket as well, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
There's nothing further, sir. Yeah, go ahead. You have something to say, Mr. Lidle?
Yes, I wanted to address those the new infractions. Now I was
you don't even have to,
we're okay.
Mr. Patel, he's gonna take care of it. We're gonna put him on the docket and it'll go all along with everything else, all right?
Okay, all right.
All right, so
thank you.
those should be taken care of as long as you complete the program.
Okay, cool.
All right, have a good day, sir. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, let's have a good day, Mr. Lidle.
Okay.
All right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Griffin. Ms. Griffin, I'm giving you an opportunity again to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
My client's accepting the offer in this matter. She'll be pleading to impeding as a reduced charge of failure to stop at stop sign, and the remaining 4 counts of driver's license suspend, 2 counts of driver's license suspended will be dismissed, and 2 counts of improper plates will be dismissed.
Whoa, it seems like when you get a license, a lot of things change, huh?
I love that. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
Well, compliance is always the best thing, right?
Amen.
Great. So say that one more time.
So she'll plead to impeding in lieu of the failure to stop, and the remaining 4 tickets will be dismissed.
I don't see a failure to stop. No, that failure to stop is not. That's a misdemeanor. That's a misdemeanor. She has also a expired plate that was in default. That's not on the docket today. So Griffin.
I think she has a valid registration now.
I have valid registration currently.
That failure to stop for ID after property damage accident. So you need to let Mr. Bowman know that is not a civil infraction. That's a misdemeanor. The court can't reduce a misdemeanor to a civil infraction, ma'am. So you're gonna have to again go back and redo the.
Okay. Yes.
And ask him also, does he have any objection to setting aside this defaulted expired plate ticket?
Right. Okay. I think, okay, very good. I'll talk to him, but I think the ticket is you can have it reduced to failure to report, which is no points or maybe 2 points. That's a most common tick or reduction, or lowest reduction you usually get.
Let's see, failure to
report.
I think it's a 0 point offense.
Yeah,
no
0
action.
point. Yeah, it might be a 0 point, which is even better, right? I'll talk to Mr. Bowman about it. He's busy. Let me see if I can catch him.
Let's see, failure to report.
Oh, he's so dead. Oh, shoot, he just left. See here. Okay. I guess he's out here now, Your Honor.
1650.
Your Honor, Mr. Bowman's in the court right now.
All right, go ahead and speak to him. You can go back in the breakout room, Mr. Bowman. That is a failure. That is not a failure to stop. This is for Victoria Griffin. That is a failure to report, failure to stop and report a property damage accident, Mr. Bowman.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll speak with Ms. Griffin's lawyer in breakout room 4.
Okay,
Yes.
very good. Thank you. Roderick Goodson's in there. Why don't we go to 5?
So I'm just pushing join breakout room.
No, you're gonna wait. You go join breakout room 5, and then you go to 4. 4, Roderick Goodson's not supposed to be in 4. Who's Roderick Goodson's client? Mr. Berry?
So what am I doing? Just waiting? I'm sorry.
Just wait.
Okay.
Go back in 5.
Okay. So hit join breakout room.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, on the 586-343-7186. Good morning to you. What's your name, please?
Danny Gibbons.
Good morning, Mr. Gibbs.
How you doing?
All right. Pronounce the first name for me again.
Danny Gibbons.
Dana Gibbons?
Yes, D-A-M-O-N.
Oh, D-A-M-O-N. I don't think you're up today. What's the number? Good morning to you.
All right, all right. How your son doing?
He's doing well. They beat the brakes off of 6-3 the other in Atlanta.
You got any goals yet? Score anything?
He's got 2 assists. Yeah. All right. Dana Gibbons is on here today. All right. Sit tight, Mr. Gibbons.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Wait.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, I was supposed to be in here?
Yeah. Mr. Soroki, are you ready now?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Griffin, Miss Griffin again, I'm sorry. What's gonna be the deal now?
Your Honor, the deal is the ticket that's in default for impeding or improper plates, that will be brought out of default and dismissed. All the tickets will be dismissed. The other 4 tickets are on, 4 of the tickets on the docket will be dismissed, except the failure to report property damage accident. The failure to report property damage accident will be reduced from a 6-point ticket to a 0-point ticket, failure to report accident. So that's the offer, and that's Miss Victoria Griffin is accepting the offer.
Is that what you want to do, Ms. Griffin?
Yes, sir.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Soroki went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, sir.
You understood those rights?
I'm sorry.
Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No.
You know by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me draw your attention way back to June the 9th, 2019 at around 10:54 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Chalfont, Sorrento. Did you have an occasion on that day to be operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Have an accident on that day?
Yes, sir.
Damage somebody's property?
Yes, sir.
And you did not report that accident, did you?
No, sir.
That's it. Anything further, Mr. Soroki? Are you satisfied with that?
Yes, Your Honor. Did you bring the one ticket out of default also?
I'll find your client guilty of the amended count of failure to report, $240 fine. Stipulate the probable cause, we'll dismiss the other matters.
Stipulates, so stipulate.
Right. All right, I'm gonna waive the warrant fees. You'll pay any reinstatement fees. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 reinstatement fees. $240. I'm concerned about the $240. When can you pay it?
That's $240 altogether?
No, it's the $240 for the day. But you have the 1, 2, 3, 4 reinstatement fees, so it'll be $240 times 4 times 45. Which I think is 180.
So 240 plus 180?
That's what my math tells me, but the computer will do what I do.
Okay, I just knocked out my rent. Can I at least make it to my next check in 2 weeks? And I could pay it, all of it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Now, was the city willing to dismiss this upon payment?
No, Your Honor, I wasn't told that.
Right,
we have five dismissals and 1 plea.
I'm gonna put a pay by 2 weeks, you said?
Yes, sir.
October the 3rd?
I can cover that.
2024. I'm just concerned about the 240. You concern yourself up with the other. If you do that, you won't owe anything to the 36th District Court. All right?
Okay, so 240 plus 1 something. I'm gonna just 1 what?
180.
All right, 240 plus 180 by October 3rd. Yeah, I can cover the whole thing, both of them, by the 3rd.
Paying at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat after your phone, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Then those are the 2 best ways I can tell you to pay it. If there's nothing further, have a very good day and best of luck to you.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Okay. All right, Mr. Soroki, have a good day.
Have a good day, Your Honor, and your staff.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Griffin, Michael Griffin. Mr. Griffin, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do? Set a bench trial date?
Yes, Your Honor, he would like to have all his matters set for bench trial.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Griffin?
Yes, sir.
All right, set a trial date, bench trial 11/26/2024 at 9 a.m. Okay, Mr. Griffin, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
You too. 11/26.
All right, Miss Miss Wilkerson, this is the city of Detroit versus Shamora Ladon Greer, case number SP 1336761, count 1 and count 3. SP 1381843, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 161285881, SP 4345571, SP 8446681, 13, 45, 4287, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Field Manager Wilkerson, on behalf of Ms. Greer. Ms. Greer, please state your name for the record.
Shamoria Greer.
Shamoria, I'm sorry, mispronunciation. This date is the date and time set for trial.
I don't know anything about a trial.
You don't? Weren't here, you were here, and you agreed to that.
A trial?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you agreed to that back in the last court appearance. We've had 2 pre-trials.
Your Honor, I think that I only see one of her officers check in, but I'm not sure if that's correct.
Let's see, any officers for Greer? Which one are you looking at?
Cropick.
L. Swafford and D. Charles. Do we have an L. Swafford and D. Charles? I don't see that officer. That's SP 133-676. Counts 1, 2, and 3. We're only going to deal with counts 2 and 3. For the other tickets, 13 tickets, we have 3 counts. That's Watkins, Officer Watkins. I don't see that. For the SP 844668, 1 ticket. Edward Jackson, I don't see Edward Jackson. The other ticket,
Your Honor, the next one I think is a animal control case. I do believe we have that officer here in a breakout.
Corbett is here for SP 4.
This is Victor Bowman. The officer is here on the animal control case.
SP 434-557, count 1. That's a 2015 case for corporate. And I don't know if the 16 case is up yet, this firearms ordinance case. No, that's arraignment on that one. And then SP 1381843, counts 1 and counts 2. That officer is not. So Where is the animal control case? I don't have an animal control ticket.
It's on the docket as a V ticket. Do you have a V ticket somewhere?
What time?
9 a.m.
Okay, I don't have that on. For some reason, that didn't come up on my.
And we're talking about Shamora Greer?
Yes. For some reason, that V ticket did not come up when I pulled up her name, so let's see why that happened.
So is it B13116224?
Yeah, something is going on with either the name, address, or something.
As it relates to
It's called
Shamora.
B13116324 into the record. Now, what is your address, ma'am? I see what's going on. You say, what is it?
19131 Morros Road. 19131 Morros Road.
Okay, I have another address at 19305 Morros Road. But
that's my old address.
Here's another reason why it didn't come up. Is because the birth date, it's 9/17/84 on most of the tickets. On that B ticket is 9/17/82. Same driver's license number and everything. Different address.
And he had my actual identification, so he wrote that out himself. That's nothing I told him.
Okay, very well. All right, so Mr. Smith, Animal Control Officer Smith.
He's in a breakout room. I'll move him.
And she's the community
Your Honor, I just spoke with Officer Smith. I told her to leave the breakout room and come to the main room. She should be momentarily. I have the ticket. It is V as in Victor, 131116324.
I don't have that ticket in the file at all.
No, it's scheduled for trial at 9 o'clock. And the charge is dog restraint.
I don't have that ticket in the file.
Your Honor, on the other matters, can I make a motion for dismissal?
You may.
We move to dismiss those matters for lack of complainants or officers in this case.
Your Honor, I have several officers who are here. They are either in the main room or I have their telephone numbers. Ms. Lee has, excuse me, are we talking about Ms. Greer?
Yes.
Ms. Greer has 12 tickets on the docket. So in the guise of fundamental fairness, I'd like those tickets read so I can look at the docket to make sure that these tickets are here as a matter. Well, I can tell you, I have, as it relates to Ms. Greer, I have not talked to or seen Officer Swatford, WAFFORD. That officer has 2 tickets.
I'm done. I'm the court. I'm supposed to be doing this.
The next set of tickets is an Officer Balala, BALIJA. That is 2 tickets. I have not seen or spoke with that officer. Officer Kropnick is here.
Corporal
is here. Officer Smith is here. So the ticket.
Mr. Bowman, I'll save you some words if you want me to. We went over this. I think you may have been in the breakout room. We were missing Officer L. Swatford or D. Charles, Officer Edward Jackson, Officer Balaya, and those 2, Corporal and the animal restraint ticket, which I don't have the animal restraint ticket in here, are the only two officers that we've seen or heard show up, and that's in the breakout room and in the remain room. We caught those names out, so that's what she was making the motion on.
Okay. Well, like I said, for the tickets where the officers have not checked in, I understand that motion. As to Officer Smith, and the dog restraint ticket, although it is off docket, I'm prepared to make a recommendation.
It's not off docket. It's not off docket. It's just not, it is just not, I don't have the actual ticket in the file.
Would you like my recommendation?
Yes.
It would be as charged, 3-month delay, since the officer is here.
$240 for that. What about the one, the 2015 ticket for corporate?
Okay, hold on.
That's a no ops ticket from 2015.
That would be allowing.
$240 for that. 240. One is a 3-month delay, massage Greer for the B ticket, the animal dog restraint ticket, and the other is a amended count of allowing. You know, this is a 2015 ticket, so it's more than 9 years old. I don't know the city's policy on that, but 240 right now, and we'll dismiss upon payment. So you'll be able to, none of them abstract to the Secretary of State, therefore you don't carry any points. Corporal, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, sir. Corporal Kropic, badge 775, City Detroit Police Officer.
Your Honor, excuse me, the recommendation is not allowing, it's failed to display.
That's already a charge. That's the current charge, so it'll be a plea as charge.
Yes.
Essentially.
Also, Your Honor, I did not hear you or Mr. Bowman call the tickets with the Officer Gravy on there, or Gravy. I just want to make sure those are covered by my motion for dismissal.
Where is that? Which case numbers are those?
It starts with 13454.
That is correct, counsel.
I don't see any of those. So I don't know if that's an issue with the name again or what.
They're on a docket. I don't know if maybe you just don't have the physical tickets.
Yeah, it's 13454287 counts 1, 2, and 3. I do have that on there. That is covered.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, so I'll speak with Ms. Greer.
Your motion for dismissal for the no officer tickets now, and I've marked those now. So we have 2 tickets we're dealing with. One is a no ops from 2015, and the other is a dog restraint ticket from that. I don't have a copy of the ticket in the file, but that ticket is from 2024, June 22nd. That allegation was made. Officer Smith, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
I don't think he's paying attention.
Hello. I'm at the call. Yeah.
Investigator Smith, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
She was scared. Man. By myself, like
Investigator Smith.
Hi, how you doing?
Very well. Can you put your appearance on the record? This is Judge Perkins.
Hi, how you doing? I'm sorry about that. I'm Animal Control Officer Aaron Smith.
All right. The City of Detroit?
Yes.
All right, very well.
Badge,
right,
do you need my badge number?
Badge number? Do you have a badge number?
Yes, my badge number is badge number 21.
Very well. Good morning to you.
Good morning. I'm sorry about that, sir.
All right. All right, so now go ahead and in the breakout room. This I know there's a lot going on. This Greer, speak with Mr. Wilkerson in the breakout room. Today is the date time set for a trial, and you'll have your opportunity to speak with the attorney now. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Do you have a valid license, ma'am?
No, that's what I was paying my tickets for.
Join the room, please.
Thank you.
Pass the matter. And then Ms. Wilkerson, we're gonna arraign her on the firearms ordinance case.
Okay, that was the other one you said she had. Make a note of it.
Join the room. All right, let's pass the matter. Mr. Berry, why don't you speak with Mr. Gribble?
All right. Has Mr. Goodson been taken care of?
What's Mr. Goodson? Is he's gone?
I think I lost him. He may have been.
Oh, he came back in the room and I had to mute him. He's gone now. So,
all right,
Mr. Gribble.
Thank you.
Join the room, please.
Your Honor, if I could say something quick.
Yeah, you may.
I have another request for another courtroom. Do you think you still need me? I had Guzman in my schedule,
No,
but
I
I don't.
I don't see him.
Okay.
So free to leave. I guess we'll get back in touch if you need if we get him, we'll come reach out to you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Bye
bye.
Mr. Patel, you're back? Oh, what? Well, let's see. Mr. Patel?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's going on?
So I was talking to Mr. Lidle. His request was with respect to SP 15187272. He's interested or asking the court if the court would be either one, willing to allow Mr. Lytle to pay the $45.
Yes. Yes. No, I'll just mark the file.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
That's the no insurance, right?
That's the no insurance ticket. Yeah, that triggered his.
Pay the reinstatement. Pay the $45 reinstatement fee up front, Mr. Lytle. You can pay that at any time. Well, no, you can't. You'll have to come. Officer Smith, are you driving?
I just pulled over, sorry. I had to go help my partner. I just pulled over.
No driving in court.
Oh, don't not to send me to the run. I'm here for now.
Are you driving or not?
No, sir. I'm not driving, sir. My partner. I had to go help her. She had to go get a dog.
Listen, I don't need to hear it. I just don't need you driving in court. SP 15187272. Pay reinstatement fee up front. Ms. Smith, can you mark that for me, please? SP 15.
It's SP
1587272. Pay reinstatement fee up front, please. Mr. Lytle, you pay that. You got to come down to the courthouse and pay that. There's no better way that I can do that, allow you to do that. You wait 48 to 72 hours and then try to approach the Secretary of State. Is that the only thing that you need for your license?
I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor. That was the only thing that sent me in the mail.
So wait 48 to 72 hours once you come down here and pay that, and then you will be able to potentially get a valid license, okay? It's gonna keep that case is gonna remain open, but you'll still be able to get a license during the pendency of that, all right?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Best of luck to you. All right, Mr. Patel.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right. Officer Smith, if you need to go and help your partner, you can go ahead and leave your number with Mr. Bowman if he needs to get back in touch with you.
Your Honor, I've got his number.
Very well. He's
I'm
free to
sorry.
leave.
I don't know the work phone. I'm sorry. I don't know the work phone, but we're done. I just had to go and drop off her to a call, but we're done.
Okay. All right. JKI Lee.
I don't know the work phone, partner.
Is that Jacqueline Lee?
Yes. Yes.
That's Jacqueline Lee?
Yes.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
Tabs, iPhone. Gaddy tab.
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning.
Morning.
And then Paloma.
Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
Hi, good.
All right, what is your full name, please?
Paloma Gonzalez.
Okay, Paloma Gonzalez. Necesito interpreter?
No.
All right, you're gonna have to turn your camera on too.
Just give me
When I call you.
second.
All right. All right. Mr. Gribble, have you spoken with Mr. Berry yet?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Are we ready on Gribble? Are we ready on Gribble?
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Jesse Gribble. Mr. Gribble, we've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the people's offer to allow him to enter pleas to allowing for the improper license charge and for the driving one driver's license suspension, the FTD. The remaining matters to be dismissed.
And you know you're gonna have some other unsafe, you have some other civil infractions.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So you want to take the deal, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Or you can put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you have, you understand you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let's try to do it in this way. We'll give them we'll give them the improper plate, amended count of improper plate in the FTD, if we can get it all on this one ticket. Let me draw your attention back to May the 26th, 2021 at around 11:53 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Joy Road and Dexter. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license and insurance?
Yes.
You could not do either, correct?
Say that again, Your Honor.
You cannot produce either, correct?
Insurance, but the car wasn't mine. So it was my fiance's and she was next to me.
See, that one didn't work. All right, you couldn't produce a license, could you?
No, I never had a license.
I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of allowing for you to pay $240. I'll dismiss upon payment. Oh, that's you got an FTE. All right, so that'll be the allowing. Let me draw your attention back to May the 26th, that same day, the very next year. May the 26th, 2022 at around 7:06 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of 14th Street in Glenport. You have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Operate a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No, Your Honor.
Why is that?
You said what now?
Why is that?
Never went to go get my license.
Very well. Find your client guilty. When do you plan on getting a license?
I have so many tickets out in other counties. I just got to work on it.
All right. Stipulate the probable cause for dismissal of the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, with that, we're gonna dismiss the other matters. 240 and 240, I'll waive the warrant fees. You'll also have the other fees to pay as far as the older tickets. None of this is affecting your license though. When can you pay? 240, 240?
Can I get on the payment plan for that?
I'm gonna give it October the 17th. I'm gonna give you 30 days to do either one or the other. Pay it, or I'm gonna allow payment plan. You're gonna come back on October 17th. Let's see if you follow through with either one or the other. Payment plan, you're gonna have to come down here to the window to do. Or if you're gonna pay it off, you can pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that DivDat app to your phone, or you can come down to the window and pay it. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. If there's nothing further, sir, have a very good day. Best of luck to you, all right? October 17th is your date that you return to see if that's been done, all right?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Best of luck to you. Have a very good day.
You too, man.
Mr. Barry, this is the city of Detroit versus Broderick Dwayne Leeart, case number SP 1178461, SP 1279073, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood F. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Leeart.
Broderick Dwayne Leeart.
Mr. Leeart, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, my client would stand mute.
All right, enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf. Give your client a $0 bond. His offer is for the amended count of no insurance is an improper plea 240. It doesn't abstract the Secretary of State, therefore it doesn't carry any points, and it'll be dismissed upon payment. For the leaving the scene of a property damage accident, that's as charged. I think that may be a 6-point offense. And then for the other matter, dismissal. Let's look up that leaving the scene of a property damage accident. I should know this by now. But it's so many.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
You're gonna get a chance to talk to your lawyer. 1630. Unless you want to just speak out of turn now. 6-point offense will abstract 6 points. I'll let you speak to your attorney in the breakout room, Mr. Leeart.
I mean, it's all good. I just want to go and get this done and over with, Your Honor. That's all.
That's what they all say. Join the room. Pass the matter. All right, back on the record. Let's back on the record with join the room, Mr. Leeart.
It was Gribble before Leeart, right?
Yeah. Join the room, Mr. Berry.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with Greer. Ms. Greer, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, Ms. Greer would like to avail herself to the plea offer.
Now, I don't have a ticket in front of me, so I don't know what the facts and circumstances. If it's just if it's dog restraint, the dog got out, then I can give her the date and time of that. But that's what you want to do, Ms. Gribble?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Greer, I'm sorry. All right, Ms. Greer, can you raise your right hand, please? You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold on a second, Mr. Berry? All right, do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Wilkerson went over your other advisor rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understood those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
You know by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
Let me draw your attention back to June the 22nd, 2024, around 10:30 a.m. in the city of Detroit. On Wall Street, ma'am. Did you own a dog?
Yes, Your Honor.
Time. What kind of dog is it?
A bully.
A bully. Did that bully get out?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, I think the proper question would be, did you have a leash on your dog, Ms. Greer?
No, I didn't put his leash and collar on.
And what, you were outside walking that bully?
No, he wasn't walking. We were just in front of, I let him out in front of the house to use the bathroom. I work a lot. So when I come home, I let him out because he doesn't use it in my house. So I let him out right in front of the house to use the bathroom.
Okay, so what's that got to do with working a lot?
No, the reason that I didn't put the leash on, the collar and the leash on him is because I just opened the door to let him out to use it.
That's
when
just
I
like
came
you do it
home
all the time.
Yes, I was, because like my neighbors, we all know each other. My dog is friendly. Like he's not a vicious dog. Like he didn't attack the people that caught them.
Oh, you know the people that call them out.
It's the drug addict who walks up the street all the time. I wish I let the officer know that. The officers, the Detroit police officers that came with the pet control said if it was up to them, they wouldn't give me a ticket. They would just give me a warning. But the pet control man who was just on, he was adamant about giving me a ticket. He said he couldn't give me a warning. He had to give me a ticket. But I've had my dog for 4 years and I've been staying in this house for 4 years. I've never had any problems.
Probably because these dogs are getting out killing people. But at the end of the day, did they see the dog? Did the animal control officer see the dog out without a leash?
No, they didn't.
Your Honor, Ms. Greer is really just taking responsibility for this. I kind of went back and forth with her about whether we should proceed to trial because of the circumstances. But after looking at the code, I guess your dog just has to be on a leash if it's outside the house. But the dog was in Ms. Greer's yard. However, Ms. Greer doesn't have a fence. So that kind of messed the little situation up.
I know, but I just look at it, well, she's already admitted it, but it says, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Well, I hate to interrupt you, Judge, but we have a defendant in the hall.
Okay.
And he wants to just have this matter dismissed because of.
I know, but we on talking on another case.
That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm always asking. I don't want to interrupt.
So, all right, well, if you admit it, you admit it. Find her guilty as charged.
Okay.
My niece lived in Stockbridge, Georgia, and they had a dog incident when I was there. And the neighbor, she had a little dog, neighbor's got a big old German Shepherd. And she didn't have, none of them have their dogs leashed. And our dog went over to their yard and their dog subsequently came over to ours. It was really this dog's playing. And the neighbor went crazy and got mad. And she called animal control, wrote my niece a ticket. And she sent my niece the video of her dog over on my niece's yard. I said, you need to call them back and tell them that her dog was over here too. And they subsequently wrote the other lady a ticket. She was hot. But at the end of the day, reading the statute there, you don't have to have your dog on a leash if the dog is properly trained and the dog basically have control over the dog. And she thinks her dog is trained, but obviously she lost control of her dog when her dog came and ran over to my niece's yard. But that was I was surprised at that. You always have to have the dog on a leash, as I knew it, if you're not, if you're not having a fenced yard or something like that, so.
Yes.
3-month delay. And then what about the no ops ticket? Are you gonna remember this ticket back in 2015? We'll try it. Let me draw your attention back to August the 30th, 2015, around 3:33 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Ventnor and Pickford. You have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
A motor vehicle? Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sure.
What kind of car were you driving?
I believe it was a Cadillac.
Remember, did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
I'm not sure. I don't remember the situation, but I'm sure I probably got pulled over.
Did you have a valid license at that time?
No, Your Honor.
I'm gonna find you guilty of the failure to display. Stipulation of probable cause, we've already dismissed the other matters.
So stipulated,
In the
Your Honor.
interest of justice, in the interest of justice on that failure to display, I'm not gonna fine you on that because it's so long ago. You're upfront and honest with the court. I believe you about the dog not being vicious and you just letting the dog out. I don't know about the crackhead story. I don't know why you would label somebody as such, but I guess it is what it is. That'll be a 3-month delay, $240. Plus, you're gonna have some other fines that you're gonna have to pay. I'm waiving the reinstatement. I'm waiving the late fees. You'll pay the reinstatement fee. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reinstatement fees, and I'm waiving 9 warrant fees. You're gonna have to pay these old tickets as well. So, and then you have this
Your Honor,
firearm.
sorry to cut you off, but Ms. Greer did say she just paid a lot of tickets. So I'm not sure if the tickets you're seeing are some of the ones she paid, but she did try to take care of a lot of her tickets. And she's still working on them as well, Your Honor. So a lot of those may already be paid.
No, these aren't paid. These are the ones she's still working on. And
Also,
then,
Your Honor, do you see if Ms. Greer has a bond that was paid? She believes she may have paid a bond that could possibly be applied to some of her tickets.
well, let's see. I'm gonna include SP 138-18421 on this dismissal of officer. That was pending, that's an expired plate. I'll dismiss that as well. As far as the bond is concerned, I see a bond on one ticket, $200. See a $200 bond. It seems like on another, let me make sure those. I see $200 bond on another ticket. So you got some money sitting here, Mr. Greer. That's all.
If I may say something, Your Honor.
You may.
I didn't go and get in more trouble and have to, like, I wasn't forced to come to court. I actually went to 36th District to clear everything up on my own.
That's good. I appreciate that, and that's why I'm not. That's not why, because I didn't know that. But I still gave you. I still gave you a break on the failure to display the other 240. So we can put the bond waive bond. Let's talk about the arraignment on the firearms orders. That's the more serious charge that. Let's talk about arraignment on that. Ms. Wilkerson.
Your Honor, I did not speak to Ms. Greer about that, so I'm not going to waive the formal reading. I'll allow the court to read it, but Ms. Greer will stay on mute, allow the court to enter a plea of not guilty.
All right, this is misdemeanor firearms ordinance is all I have in front of me. The maximum possible penalty is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine. On the firearms ordinance, I don't know what exactly this what this firearms ordinance is, but if it is discharging a firearm within the city limits, I'm going to fine Ms. Greer the maximum if she's found guilty or if she takes the plea to that. That's a $500. That would be. So I'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. I'll give your client a $0 bond, and I'm going to set a pretrial date for November the 11th, 2024 at 8:30. Okay, Ms. Greer?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so as for payment on these, when can you have these paid? The 1,240 is really what we're talking about.
So, Your Honor, can she have her bond? I'm sorry, excuse me. Can she have her bond applied?
She can.
And what would that leave her with $40?
Come back on October the 17th, I mean, not October the 17th, December the 17th, 2024 at 8:25. You'll have to either pay it by then or get into a payment plan by then. And then I'll see you again on 11/1. I'll say apply bond. All right. I'll put a $0 bond for the other. For the other case. All right.
And what was her next date? November the
1st, pre-trial. All right, Ms. Greer. If there's nothing further, have a very good day. Best of luck to you. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
All right, Corporal, have a good day. Officer Smith, have a good day. Both of you be safe out there.
Thank you.
City of Detroit versus Loretta and Leonard. Case numbers SB 1541446 counts 1, 2, and 3. SB 987280 counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Leonard.
Loretta Ann Leonard.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, my client would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
And we'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond. The offer as it stands right now, Ms. Leonard, is pleading. The one ticket was in default, the expired plate that went around along with, that's count 3 of SP 1541446. I read that and I didn't see that was still in default, but 1, 2, 3. So according to the city, they want you to plead to 3 and dismiss 1. Allowing, failure to display, allowing. Ms. Leonard, do you have a valid driver's license?
No, not at this time. I'm still working on trying to get my license.
Why? Okay, I see one thing here. If you pay the 288 on this no insurance proof, you should be able to get licensed, or at least you'll have a clearance here at the 36th District Court.
You said 288?
Yeah, no insurance proof. Now you're gonna owe other civil infractions, but that 288 is affecting your license. Have you been in front of me before, Ms. Leonard?
Yes, Your Honor.
What happened to you last time? Why didn't you come back?
I had a court date and I missed my court date taking my son to the hospital for a breathing condition, and they basically rescheduled my court date because I had missed a court date with you.
How's your son doing?
He's doing a lot better, Your Honor.
All right. So this is the time I can give her one chance pre-trial because it is a warrant, arraignment on the warrant. I'm giving her not guilty. I'm giving her an enter not guilty plea, giving her a $0 bond. If you pay that 288, I don't know if you have any tickets in any other jurisdictions, but if you pay that 288, you can potentially set yourself up to get a license. At least you'll get a clearance here at the 36th District Court. If you go to the Secretary of State and they don't give you a license, then you can ask them for a printout. They should be able to give you a printout of everything, every other courthouse that's affecting your license. You want to take the time and pay that 288 and try to get that license, Ms. Leonard?
And I have until the around the first of the month. I don't get paid until the first of the month. I'm on disability.
I'm giving you till November the 1st to come back.
Okay.
At 8:30. That's a pre-trial date. You're gonna have to, you can pay that and you div that kiosk. Now you're gonna see other fines on there that you're gonna potentially owe. Some of them you already do owe. Except for the 145, I'm gonna set that default aside. You pay that 288 though, and you wait 48 to 72 hours and approach the Secretary of State. That's how long it'll take that clearance to get there, and see if you can get a license. All right, come back on November the 1st, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, City of Detroit, Mr. Berry. This is Jacqueline Lee. Do we have what's his name?
Mr. Leeart is ready.
All right, let me get Miss Lee going, and I'll get Miss Leeart. City of Detroit versus Jacqueline Darnell Lee, case number H00133872, SP 1565894. Counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1565915. SP 1593581. SP 1603008. Counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 7182651. SP 7412941. And SP 1603000 counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Miss Lee.
Jacqueline Lee.
All right. Today is the date. Good morning, Ms. Lee. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Is there a Pischel, Pischel, Officer Pischel here? I haven't seen that officer check in. Have you, Mr. Bowman?
No, Your Honor,
right.
as to Officer Pischel, Pischell. Carson is here. Mullins is not. Shabazz is here. Hill is here.
Officer Mullen is here.
Oh, Mullen is here. Okay.
Officer, all right, let's go. Put the appearances on the record. Officer Mullen, we'll start with you. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Officer Mullen. Badge 2632, City of Detroit Police Officer.
Okay, good morning to you. NPO Shabazz.
Good morning, Your Honor. MPO Shabazz, that's number 1194, Detroit Police.
Okay, good morning to you. Sergeant Carson.
Sergeant Carson, badge SA-270, Detroit Traffic Enforcement.
Good morning to you. And that's pretty, and Officer Hill.
Corporal Anthony Hill, badge 4598, City of Detroit, 10th Precinct, Your Honor.
He's still signing in as Officer Hill. Good morning to you, Corporal Hill.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm gonna put myself on mute. I'm in the courthouse in the hallway and it's busy out here.
Well. Very well. All right. So we have most of them show. We'll dismiss H001333827. Mr. Berry, why don't you speak to Mr. Bowman? I know the officer. Is that Mr. Berry? Why don't we get Miss Miss Wilkerson on this? Ms. Wilkerson, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Till Manager Wilkerson, P81003.
All right, why don't you work this out for Miss Lee, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put you in the breakout room, Miss Lee, and Miss Wilkerson is gonna work it out and come in and talk to you, all right?
Okay.
I'll meet you in room 4.
Pass the matter. All right. Let's go ahead with Mr. Leeart. Let's go back on the record with Leeart. Mr. Leeart, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a trial and the appointment of counsel.
All right. Mr. Leeart, did you get what you need to get off your chest?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. What's a good phone number for you, sir?
Well, 471-4100.
Is that a 313 number?
Yes, sir.
471-4100.
Yes, sir.
All right, you want an attorney, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna set a pretrial date for November the 1st, 2024 at 8:30, okay? And that date is set so that we can make sure that that attorney has gotten contact with you with the understanding that you do want a trial date, okay?
Yes, sir.
So just come back on you need to answer the calls you don't recognize. One of those calls should be that appointed attorney. If that appointed attorney hasn't talked to you by November the 1st, then we're gonna get an attorney appointed right on the spot that day, okay?
Yes, sir.
Any further questions?
No, sir.
All right, have a good day, Mr. Leeart. Best of luck to you. I'll see you back November the 1st, 2024 at 8:30.
Yes, sir.
Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I need to be in the breakout room.
You didn't join it.
I joined the wrong one. He told me to go to room 4, I think.
No, you go to room 3.
I was the only one in there.
I know. I told you to wait. You're not listening. I told you to wait on her.
How can I leave? How do I stop this?
I'm gonna put you out, Mr. Leeart.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. I know you've been put out of better places. Hi, Mr. Barry, this is the city of Detroit versus Pamela, is that Paloma?
Paloma, yes.
Paloma, this is the city of Detroit versus Paloma Gonzalez Lopez, case number 247-42802, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Gonzalez.
Paloma Gonzalez Lopez.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. These are sort of business tickets, I guess. You own a business?
Yes, that's hired.
All right. Do you have an attorney? Or you want to go with the court-appointed attorney that we have in here today?
Yes.
All right. Let's see the offer today as a date and time set for a pre-trial. Three-month delay on the record of purchase of the metals. That means to pay $240 to dismiss in 3 months if you don't get any other tickets. The other ticket is dismissed today. You have an absolute right to a trial. Let me put you in a breakout room with Mr. Barry. Speak to him, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, what do we have? Mr. Gibson? Good morning to you. Let's go, Mr. Gibson. Where's his file?
He's not, he said in October. He just completed his community service arm, but it's right this matter.
Well, you should have got the file.
Oh, I can get it for you, Deb.
Please. Let's see, Gibson, what's your last name?
Can you tell me October
No,
first?
it's obviously Gibson.
Yes, sir.
And the first name, sir?
SAMUEL.
Samuel Deshaun Gibson?
No, Samuel McKinley. Sean is my son.
McKinley.
Yeah, don't mix me up with him.
Why, that's your son.
Hey, it's stuff on him. I told him how to come down here and get it right.
All right. Where's the other document that finished the community service?
I thought I gave it to him.
You did put it up there.
He had a copy. Let's have another copy of this. The compliance sheet? Yes.
Your Honor.
Yes.
I have another ticket I couldn't see you in November or October. You say
We'll look it up.
10/1.
What's the date?
10/1/24.
What's the date? What's the ticket number?
SP 13/18/22/142.
That wasn't it.
No, that should be.
13.
That's the 13/18/2142.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cleared up today.
And before we leave, can you make sure it's no other tickets?
I'm making sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, you have this littering ticket.
I don't think that was me.
City of Detroit versus Samuel McKinley Gibson. Case numbers SP 1318190 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1412654 counts 1 and counts 2. State your name for the record, Mr. Gibson, please.
Samuel McKinley Gibson.
All right, we'll call today the date and time set for a review. That other case was set for a review. You're here early. I have noticed from Miss Green that you completed 50 hours of community service. I congratulate you on that.
Thank you, sir.
I know the people at the Detroit Recovery Agency project really appreciate that because they need that. I'm sure you know. So for that, I told you that will clear up everything. So what we'll do is let's make sure. I want to see what this one case is.
Excuse me, may I ask you a question?
You may.
Do that clear up my license too or not?
This will, at least with the 36th district court. Samuel Gibson, 210-446-4201 is it's at 7601 East Jefferson, apartment number 104. This is a littering private property team. You need to see Judge Bryant's court to warrant out for your arrest for that. Or something that's July 1, 2020. July 1, 2020. So that's all I know about that. So that's something I can't take care of, but the rest of this stuff I can.
So where do I go to for that?
Either go down to the window or go to Judge Bryant's court. I don't know if we're gonna have much success going to her court. What's so funny? Who's loud? All right. Completed community service on SP 1318190 counts 1 and counts 2.
So that one, excuse me.
Hold on a second. All right, that does it. That closes everything out here. You can go to get a license now. You paid the reinstatement fee up front already.
Can I ask you a question?
You may.
So that ticket for the first, I don't have to come back for that?
No.
And I just got one ticket.
And Brian, please here.
Is she
Give
here?
that to him.
Is she here?
I don't know. She's still a judge.
What, you know what floor is she on?
Courtroom, what's her courtroom?
Judge Bryant is in 339, I believe.
339.
Yes.
She usually is. So give him that.
I'm gonna try to see if I can.
And if you can't, they'll probably send you down to the window. You have to pay a bond or something.
Okay.
All right, so good, best of luck to you.
It's
That's the case that you have to go down there for her.
For her?
Yes.
Oh, do I get a clearance paper or anything today?
You want some paperwork?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Mathis, you gotta wait on that. She can print you out some, all right?
Okay.
All right, Mr.
And I take this to her.
Take that to her, and that's her case.
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, best of luck to you, Mr. Gibson. Have a very good day.
Oh, can I wait on that paperwork?
Yes. All right. Where are we, Ms. Wilkerson? Are we ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Lee. Ms. Lee, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Ms. Lee would like to avail herself to the plea offer, which I can put on the record for the court. Before we go into the plea offer, can I make a motion on the one case where the officer didn't appear?
You may.
I move for dismissal on that matter for lack of an officer, Your Honor.
All right, I'll dismiss that case, no officer. I'll grant that motion. All right, now where are we now?
She had to charge 16 to 20 miles per hour of the speed limit. That'll be lowered to impeding traffic. License improper will be lowered to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Driving license suspended will be allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. License improper will be allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Unregistered untitled vehicle will be lowered to improper plates. The no insurance misdemeanor charge will be dismissed. There's another license improper that'll be lowered to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. The next license improper will be dismissed. No proof of insurance will be lowered to impeding traffic. And the 16 to 20 miles per hour speed limit will be lowered to 6 to 10 over the speed limit, limited access. Defective brake lights will be dismissed.
Run it down. Want to take the deal, ma'am?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Or you can put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines.
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial.
Yes.
Ms. Wilkerson went over your other advice and rights and breakout room, did she not?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Ms. Wilkerson went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yeah, she did.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
You have any questions about those rights?
No.
You know by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yeah.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, let me start by drawing your attention back to June the 26th, 2024, at around 7:35 p.m. in the city of Detroit, the area of Myers and West McNichols. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yeah.
Operate a motor vehicle?
Yeah.
The officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yeah.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No, I could not.
Why is that?
I don't have a valid license.
Very well. Find her guilty of the amended count of allowing. Draw your attention back to July the 17th, 2024, around 5:30 p.m. in the city of Detroit. in the area of 7 Mile and Gloucester. Did you have an occasion on that? Did he come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, I did.
Operating a motor vehicle?
Yes,
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license?
yes, he did.
And officer asked you to produce valid registration?
Yes,
You could not produce either, could you, ma'am?
I did not have either.
And you don't have a valid license, right?
Correct.
Dismiss upon payment $240 apiece. Let me draw your attention. As for the 6 to 10 amended count, stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea on your client's behalf. Ms. Wilkerson? Ms. Wilkerson? All right, have a good one, Mr. Gibson. All of a sudden. Let me take you back to March the 20th, 2024, around 3:41 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Nevada and Hall. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes,
Operating a motor vehicle?
yes,
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license?
yes,
Could not do so, could you?
no,
Why is that?
I don't have a valid license.
All right, this one's gonna challenge your memory here. Let me take you back to July the 11th, 2016, at around 2:56 in the city of Detroit, in the area of 7 Mile and Gloucester. You have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes,
Operating a motor vehicle?
yes,
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license?
yes,
You couldn't do so, could you?
no,
Why is that?
I didn't have a license then either.
And then you still don't have a license, do you?
I still don't have one. You are correct.
Do you ever plan on getting one?
Yes, that's why I'm trying to make these court appearances and find out how much I gotta pay or how long I gotta wait to get it or whatever.
Surprisingly, none of these tickets are affecting your license. Ms. Wilkerson? Ms. Wilkerson? Ms. Wilkerson? I don't understand what's going on. Her device, so her device is, I'm gonna amend the 16 to 20 over to a blocking traffic, amended no insurance to a blocking traffic. and amend the other 16 to 20 over to a 6 to 10 limited access. Blocking traffic 175 apiece, limited access 135. Dismiss the other matters. I need a review date for you. I'm waiving warrant fee. You'll pay any reinstatement fee. When can you pay this?
Do you have a total on you?
Not really. It's got to be added up to the computer.
Give me a couple months to pay.
Are you working?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm working home improvement. I do housing.
Okay, so why, you look like you got a big, beautiful house there. Why can't you pay it?
Oh,
Why-
this is my mama's house. I live with my mama. I don't put nothing on her. I do this everything on my own.
11/18/2024. Either pay it
Okay.
or pay it or get into a payment plan. Come back on 11/18/2024 at 8:25. If there's nothing further, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. You too.
You're welcome. Ms. Wilkerson never got her device back. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gonzalez. Ms.
I am
Gonzalez.
back there, Your Honor. Sorry about that.
All right, let's call the city of Detroit versus Taft, Dorian, Gaddy. Case number SP 15652-601, SP 9601051, SP 962-391, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Half Gaddy. Oh, sorry.
Is this you, Mr. Barry, or me? I'm sorry. Did you
That's
already?
you. That's you.
Okay. Field Manager Wilkerson on behalf of Mr. Gaddy, Your Honor. Mr. Gaddy, please state your name for the record.
Half Gaddy.
I don't know how this got included, but SP 9597841. We'll call that into the record as well.
Wait, say that again, Your Honor.
SP 9597841. Corporal Proxton is here. Corporal Proxton, can you put your appearance on the record? Officer Hill, Corporal Hill is here.
Yes, Your Honor. Officer Hill, badge 4598, City, Detroit.
And Trooper McWhorter was here. Is he still here?
He's still here.
Yes, Your Honor. That's Master Sergeant McWhorter, badge S1219.
Is that state police?
No, Detroit.
Okay, Detroit police. Okay. All right. Good morning to all of you. Good morning, you, Mr. Gaddy.
Good morning.
Go ahead in the breakout room, Ms. Wilkerson. Mr. Gaddy, wait on Ms. Wilkerson, get him an updated offer, and then speak to him. Wait on her in breakout room 3, Mr. Gaddy.
Okay.
All right. Ms. Wilkerson, get an offer from Mr. Bowman. All right, let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Gonzalez. Mr. Greer, I've given you an opportunity to speak with counsel. Ms. Gonzalez, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client will avail herself of the people's offer, stands prepared to enter a plea to the purchase ticket.
All right, that's what you want to do, Ms. Gonzalez Lopez?
Yes.
Can
And
you
I
raise
didn't,
your right, please?
that's on the basis of a 3-month delayed sentence, Your Honor.
That is. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
You say what?
Yes, I do.
You got that? All right. Ma'am, you understand the maximum possible penalty for these offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes,
You understand you have an absolute right to a trial?
yes.
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
What was that?
Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
I don't understand that.
Did Mr. Berry go over your other advice or rights, along with the right to trial and stuff like that?
Yes, he did.
You understood those rights?
I did.
You have any questions about those rights?
No,
You know by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
I did.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, let me draw your attention back to 2024 at around 10:40 p.m. a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of 7640 McGraw Street. Is that a business, ma'am?
Yeah, that is a business.
What type of business is that?
A tire shop.
Okay, and did you have contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes.
And where did you?
Just want to bring it to you. Gary.
Oh, okay. It says something about incompleted records.
Yes, we didn't have records over tire cycling at the moment when the came.
The disposal of the tires, is that?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Correct.
So see, this is the ROA.
I now do have those records. I just didn't have them in hand when they came.
You have the records for that date?
I have all the records for several days from 2022 up until 2024.
So record of purchase of non-ferrous metals, that has nothing to do with this, does it?
Of what, I'm sorry?
Records of purchase of, see, this is a lot, I don't operate on ROAs because that's not actually what they're trying to say she's guilty of.
I don't know the way they wrote it.
No, this officer wrote it, I don't know if it's written right or not, but it's written under 324.109.061. Let's see. How are you? Yeah. That's why they couldn't put it in there because it doesn't. It's not very well written. I mean, 169.
Yeah, it's not incorrectly.
I'm having trouble finding the code, Mr. Berry. I don't know what this code reads.
Mr. Berry, which one are we doing?
So we have, she was willing to plead guilty to it says on the ROA, record of purchase of non-ferrous metals, but on the ticket, actual ticket, see, this is why, a prime example why I don't like to operate off ROAs, because they get the ticket downstairs. I have the actual ticket here, and it's just, it doesn't, the numbers that I believe that it says are not pulling up. The numbers that I'm gonna try it a different way.
And which person are we talking about? Their name?
Miss Gonzalez.
Oh, Gonzalez. Okay, hold on. I saw her. She's got 2 tickets.
Yes. So they put it in the system and they just put something down and it doesn't seem to relate. It doesn't relate to what the actual ticket reads. It's totally different in the ROA. So they couldn't figure out what this was, nor can I. I think I see now. Wait a minute. Natural resource record, yes. So it is, it's just a little bit illegible, but person who by contract, agreement, or otherwise arranges for the removal of scrap tires from a property under his or her control, including an end user, shall do all of the following. Subsection A is if a complete record is not obtained from the registered scrap tire hauler pursuant to or from an owner, operator, or authorized agent of a location pursuant to subsection 3, promptly notify the department of the missing record or information. Maintain the records described in subdivision A at the site of removal for 3 years. Make the records available to the department or law enforcement officer upon request during reasonable hours. So that's what the intent of the officer was to write. Then he wrote for failure to obtain return copy, which would be same. He's listing the same section and everything for that, but that doesn't
comply with anything.
Yes, but what we just read.
Okay.
But Miss Gonzalez indicates that she didn't have the records that day, but she has the records now.
Now, that sounds
I
like
don't know if those records are for the dates in question. This date is June the 13th, 2024. And I don't know if there is a way that you can find out whether she has the record for that particular date. I think she's going through her records. It looks like it's very neatly maintained.
It does, because as a matter of fact, when she was sitting here, I was trying to figure out whether or not she was a lawyer in a lawyer's office.
Yeah, that's what
I have 2 recommendations, I think. Number one, we can adjourn this for her to go through her records a little bit.
She's got it pulled up right there.
Okay. Then that looks like
I think I'd rather be a tire owner than a lawyer. I think they make way more money.
So it appears that she has proper
Go ahead in the
document.
breakout room and speak back with Mr. Berry, all right? Mr. Berry, I'm gonna allow you to review what she has.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then I'll let you review it as well, Mr. Bowman, if you need to.
Okay.
All right. All right, let's go past that matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gaddy. Mr. Gaddy. What do you want to do?
Your Honor, before we proceed with Mr. Gaddy, I just want to double check. I know you guys checked the officers, but I was a little distracted. Was the Officer Croxton check in?
Absolutely.
Okay, just wanted to double check. Okay, Mr. Gaddy would like to avail himself to the plea offer.
And what was that offer?
The offer is on the no insurance ticket, no insurance misdemeanor, that will be lowered to fail to display. And I did.
No, that's really an improper plate. That's really an improper plate.
I told that to Mr. Bowman and he said he wanted to do fail to display. I did explain fail to display is normally a license ticket. So I don't know how that works.
He's got another ticket down here he could do failure to display. Go ahead, what's the other one?
Okay, so the no operator's license on person will be dismissed. Unregistered, untitled will be lowered to improper plates. The next license improper will be lowered to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. No insurance misdemeanor will be dismissed, and the accident ticket will be lowered to 6 to 10 over speeding.
I have, so in one no insurance misdemeanor dismissed, and this is from the bottom up, license improper allowing, unregistered, untitled, improper plate. What about the no ops?
That's being dismissed.
And then we'll give them the improper plate.
I agree with that, Your Honor.
I'm sure. All right, can you raise your right hand, sir? You want to take the deal? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Miss Wilkerson went over your other advice and rights in the breakout room, did she not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes, correct.
You have any questions about those rights?
No.
You know by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody argued anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, let me take a few second recess, all right? Excuse me.
Mr. Bowman, could I see you in 4? I'll go to 4. What the?
Okay, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gaddy. Mr. Gaddy, let me draw your attention back to March the 22nd, 2024, around 10:02 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Randolph and Central. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Oh, yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
No.
Do you own a 2001 Mitsubishi?
Yes, correct.
Was that vehicle parked
Yes.
in the city of Detroit on the street?
Yes, correct.
All right. And did you have insurance on that vehicle?
No, sir.
You know you got to have insurance on the vehicle when it's parked on the city street, don't you, Ms. Wilkerson?
Your Honor, I believe this plea may change if this is a no insurance misdemeanor ticket. If he wasn't driving, I believe that's the charge where you have to be driving on the highway.
Okay, let's see.
That's the 500, 310.
MCL.
That's the 3101, right? Or
500.3101. Except in this section, the owner registered of the motor vehicle ride prior to be registered in this state shall maintain security for payment of benefits under personal protection insurance and personal protection insurance as required under this chapter, and residual liability security is only required to be in effect during the period the motor vehicle is driven or moved on a highway.
yeah, so if it was just parked, he can't get this ticket.
What do you have to say about that, Mr. Bowman?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I muted myself. Are we talking about Mr. Gaddy?
Mr. Gaddy, on the first ticket, no insurance misdemeanor, Mr. Gaddy, it has on the ticket, the notes say improper parking. And the lien above person is the registered owner, and the lien above vehicle is negative for insurance. So, Ms. Wilkerson pointed out that under 500.3101, that the ticket is written under, the vehicle must be, security is only required to be in effect during the period the motor vehicle is driven or moved on a highway. That's the first section.
I think what is more salient is that there was no production of the proper insurance, and that he was in control of the vehicle, whether or not it was parked or not.
But the statute says it has to be driven.
Well, it does say it has to be driven, but to that though, I don't know whether he was in control of it, because I'm assuming that you mean control by him sitting in the car, because it appears the way this is written that he may not even have been anywhere near the car. It says improper parking, PC improper parking, and then per lien, the above vehicle is the registered owner. The above person is the registered owner, and per lien, the above vehicle is negative for insurance. How that was established, whether you're saying that he may have been sitting behind the wheel of the vehicle, Then you would have a case to say that this is him operating the motor vehicle. And then it would be, really, it would be depending on some really fact-specific nuances about that. I can allow you to speak to your officer. He is here to see if you can further glean what's going on with that. And we'll move on to the other tickets anyway. We have plenty of other ones that.
All right, I will, officer.
Go to breakout room 1 and speak to Officer Master Sergeant McWorthy. All right, let's carry it back now. This is gonna go back into your memory bank here. Let's carry it back to January 4th, 2019 at 11:53 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Jefferson and Brevard. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, correct.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid license and registration?
Yes.
You could not do either, could you?
No.
Why is that?
I didn't have a valid license, I believe.
Okay.
And
in kind of allowing. What about the registration?
It was someone else's car, so I don't think that they had a registration.
That's another issue.
Yes, it is.
Let's see. MCL 257. Now, the one issue is he's saying that it's someone else's car. I don't know if we can ascertain that, but let's just go and take him at his word just for the purposes of the statute. It is a misdemeanor for any person to drive or move, or for any owner knowingly to permit to be driven or move upon any highway, any vehicle of any type required to be registered hereunder, which is not registered, or for which a certificate of title has not been applied for, or for which the appropriate fee has not been paid when as a required under hereunder, except as provided in section B of section 217.
So maybe that doesn't apply here because it says any person.
Yes. Let's see section B of 217. A moped or low-speed vehicle shall have permanently affixed to their frame and manufacturer's identification. All right, so that doesn't apply. You didn't have the registration, is that correct?
Correct.
All right, find them guilty of to the amended count of improper plate, $240 fine dismissal upon payment. I stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that responsible plea, counselor.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
I find responsible for the amended count of 6 to 10, $135. And what else? What about Mr. Bowman?
I don't believe Master Sergeant McWhorter ever went into the breakout room. He may not be paying attention to his device.
Well, you want to take this other one under allowing, or you want to? What do you want to do, Mr. Bowman?
Are we're on Gaddy?
Gaddy.
And which?
There was a no ops you wanted to dismiss.
Is this Officer Croxton ticket?
It's still for Master Sergeant McWhorter, but he never met you in a breakout room to
That
kind
is
of
true.
discuss
He
the
didn't.
circumstances.
I'll.
This is an Anthony Hill ticket.
It's not McWhorter. It's not McWhorter.
Now, McWhorter was the one that we were talking about, but he never met you in the breakout room.
Right, and was the suggestion for that ticket to do an amended offer for allowing?
To swap tickets. So there's a ticket for Officer Hill that you were going to dismiss. With the court is saying.
Oh well, I'm not dismissing anything. If we're going to argue more zealously under.
But that's what we were trying to say. Instead of arguing on the other ticket, dismiss that ticket and then swap it to where he's pleading to allowing on the ticket you were originally going to dismiss.
Hill's ticket is an accident, which I have.
Not that ticket, the no operator's license on person, that's also a Hill ticket. If you want to take that to allowing and then dismiss the no insurance misdemeanor. So you basically just swap it off.
Done.
How much blood do you want, Mr. Bowman?
How much blood? Your Honor, respectfully, Mr. Gaddy has 6 tickets. He appears to be a repeat offender and continues to drive dirty. He is a menace to this county. As he continues to not obey the law. That is my responsibility as a prosecutor.
You got him for 1, 2, 3. You want 4 out of the 6?
So
you already got him for 3. You got him 240, 240, 135.
Right.
You want the last one too?
The last one is the last one is the accident.
The accident.
You've already done that.
6 to 10.
Okay. And so you want another dismissal other than the one?
I'm asking you. You got 3. He owes 198 already for that light ticket back in the day he didn't pay. He owes 198 back.
We're going to stay with allowing for that. It is about money. As to these things, he still has a opportunity to get a license if he chooses to do so. But all we know that he is continually chosen not to get a license. So none of you
have a license, Mr. Gaddy?
Yes, I have a license.
How long have you had one, sir?
Run his license.
For at least 3 or 4 years now.
Run his license. Gaddy, I mentioned something about the caddy last time, didn't I?
Yes, sir.
Gaddy, he's not driving a caddy, he's driving a Mitsubishi. Well, that's the question, whether he was driving that Mitsubishi or not.
Question. Cadillac was my first car though, so.
There you go. I figured it was.
And he drove a caddy dirty.
So now that even says, Mr. Bowman is saying, if you can afford a caddy, we can't afford a caddy. You could definitely pay these tickets, right?
Oh yeah, that's why I went to Mitsubishi.
License is valid.
His license is presently valid.
License is valid.
All right, but for the record, I'm happy that he has a valid license, but the issue was whether or not he had valid paperwork at the time of these offenses. Apparently, he did not. So
he said he didn't have insurance for that. He was up front, but he said that he wasn't driving the car.
All right, so now the first ticket is a dismissal. Okay. The second ticket is an allowing. The third ticket is a dismissal. The next ticket is, we can do a dismissal right there. And then he gets to 6 of 10 and he has one failure to display. So he's now he's now hitting 50%.
Very well. That's it. That's it. Stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matters.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Gaddy.
Yes.
240, 135. Can you pay? And I'm gonna waive the warrant fees, and you're gonna have to pay the reinstatement fee. So when can you pay?
Okay, I'm sorry. Repeat that again. I didn't hear you.
240, 135. That's what I'm worried about. Then you'll waive the warrant fees, but you'll pay the reinstatement fees. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 reinstatement fees, another 180. Then you got another 198 down here. So 198, 180, 240, 240, 135. I'm not concerned with anything but the 240, 240, and 135. When can you pay it?
The 240, 135. I can pay, if possible, with you, one ticket a month.
I'm gonna give you 2 months. I'm gonna give you 2 months. 2 months. And then what I'll do is I'll mark the file, allow payment plan.
Okay.
So when you come back on November the 18th, I want to see one of two things. A payment plan that you come down to the courthouse. You're gonna have to come down to the courthouse and get into that payment plan. Or these tickets paid off. Pay them at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone. Or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay them there. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. Come back on November the 18th, 2024 at 8:25. If it's nothing further, Mr. Gaddy, have a very good day. Best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
Take it easy. Corporal Croxton, Corporal Hill, Officer Master Sergeant McWorthy, you all have a very good day. Be safe out there.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
November 18th. City of Detroit versus Damon Gibbons, case number U66499-823. Appearance for the record, please.
Field Manager Wilkerson. Oh.
Yes.
Field Manager Wilkerson on behalf of Mr. Gibbons.
Mr. Gibbons, can you unmute yourself by pressing *6 and state your name for the record, please?
Hello.
Good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Damon Gibbs.
All right. Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant, Ms. Brooks.
For purpose of arraignment, Your Honor, we'd like to stay on mute, allow the court to enter a plea of not guilty.
Enter not guilty plea on his behalf, give him a $0 bond. He's top of the list. The offer, Mr. Gibbons, is pleading as charged. Usually I allow these, Mr. Bowman. It's up to you. This is a consuming alcohol in the parking lot of Sweetwater. I'll allow one-time dismissal upon payment, but that's up to you, how you want to do that. But it doesn't say anything about any delay or anything.
Your Honor, I will tell my good friends at Sweetwater, where I eat once a week, that they have people drinking in the parking lot. I'm sure they're not like they're not going to like that. But we'll give him this one chance not to do that again.
It's a one-time deal. You heard Mr. Bowman. He's gonna let them know up there, so they'll probably call the police again if they see you in the parking lot. And then if they do, and you get another ticket, you're not getting this deal again. 240, you have an absolute right to a trial. You may not want the deal. You may want to go to make them prove that you were drinking in the parking lot. I'm gonna put in the, and with Miss Wilkerson, she's a fighter. She's probably gonna tell you. So I'm gonna put you in a breakout room and speak to Miss Wilkerson and let us know what you want to do, all right?
Okay.
Join the room, please. Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gonzalez. Ms. Gonzalez, I've given you an opportunity to Ms. Gonzalez, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to Mr. Berry. Mr. Berry, what did you ascertain?
Your Honor, the prosecutor and I agreed to a dismissal of these matters.
Okay. All right. Case dismissed, Ms. Gonzalez. I'm going to waive the warrant fee, all right?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Provided valid documentation. Have a very good day and best of luck to you.
Thank you, you too.
That Latin never did appear. He said he was gonna collect pay. Thank you. I was expecting this. Who's that? No, Officer Thomas.
That time you pause so fast. Just heard this pause. Wait.
Your Honor, we're ready on Gibbons.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Gibbons. Mr. Gibbons, I've given you opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Mr. Gibbons would like to have this matter set for a bench trial.
I told you, didn't I, Mr. Gibbons? Where is Mr. Gibbons? You there?
Yes. Yes.
All right, come back. You want a trial date?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, come back on 11/26/2024 at 9 a.m.
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, have a very good day. Best of luck to you.
Okay.
All right. And